Good morning, students. As you all know that in our previous class, we have started with the lesson number 5 of geography, industries. In this, we have seen that whatever things we are using in day-to-day life, they are the final product which we are using, and those things had reached the final product through passing many stages of economic activities. And these activities we can refer to as secondary activities or manufacturing activities, which change the raw material into product for more valuable value to the people, and they add more value to the people when they reach to the final product. And then further in this we have seen that how the pulp which was taken out from the wood of the tree has changed, had passed through number of processes, and finally had taken the form of paper, and the whatever we get in our hand is a book or a notebook. That is the final product, and uh, the value of that pulp is not so much as we have the value of the notebook, because it is used in day to day life, and it is more valuable for the people. So in this way we have seen that finished product has more value and more importance than the raw material that is made from. Then we have seen that industry. What is industry? Industry is referred to an economic activity that is concerned with the production of good, extraction of minerals, and provision of services. So this is the definition of industry. Also, you can underline. You have underlined. I hope so that in your books you have underlined whatever I have uh, highlighted the lines. You can underline in your books also. So, industry refers to the economic activity that is concerned with the production of goods, extraction of minerals. That means whatever goods are produced through number of stages, through passing of number of stages, whatever extraction of minerals is there from deep under the ground, and the provision of services. That means the transportation and communication of those things which have been produced. All this concern in an economic activity that is called as industry. Thus, we have iron and industries, iron and steel industries, coal mining as extraction of coal, and tourism industries. Then further in this, we have seen that classification of industries is based on raw materials, size, and the ownership. So industries can be classified on the basis of raw material, what type of raw material that particular industry is using, whether it is using the agricultural based raw material or mineral based, mineral based, or the uh, raw material is taken out from the water that is deep inside the sea, or what, or it depends upon the size also. The industry depends upon the size, whether that particular industry is small scale industry or large scale industries. Then ownership also, whether it is owned, that particular industry is owned by particular individual or group of individuals, whether it is state oriented or the private ownership is there. So all this is the classification of industries. In this we have already understood about the raw materials, that is industries divided on basis of the raw material. That is, first you have understood the agro based industries, which uses the plant and animal based product as their raw material. Then second we have understood about the mineral based industries, in which the primary thing for that industry is the mineral ores as their raw material. Then next we have understood about the marine based industries, which use the product from the sea and ocean as the raw material. That means to manufacture fish oil or seafood and all. Then next, the raw material is used for that particular industry is based from forest based. It is forest based. That is, whatever material the industry is required needed as a raw material to produce any particular good, it is using the forest based products. That is, the raw material is used from the forest. Like in case of the book of paper, we have seen that the forest is used for the uh, wood purpose for making the pulp and all, and then that pulp is used for making the paper. Then the forest is also used for pharmaceuticals, medical uh, for providing medical herbs and all, medicines and all, then furniture and buildings also these forest based industries are concerned with. Then further we have seen about in a previous class that's industries based on the size. That is, we have understood about small scale industries and large scale industries. Then cottage or household industries are the type of small scale industry where the product are manufactured by hands, and particular artisans are there, that they are well indulged in that particular art. And the cotton industries example we have read about, that basket weaving, pottery, they are the type of cottage industries which are done by on the small scale and by the family members only, and efficient artisans, the people involved who know, have the knowledge about that particular making of the thing. Then small scale industries, and they use less amount, the clear distinction we have read about and understood, that small scale industries need a lesser amount of capital and technology as compared to the large scale industries, and the things, the product made in the large scale is in big volume, means large quantity the products are made, whereas in small scale industries less production is made. Now, today we are going to start with the new topic of this lesson, that is under the heading classification of industries only, industries based on ownership. Now, how industries are based on ownership? Industries can be classified into private sector, state owned or public sector, joint sector, and cooperative sector. So, these are the different categories for ownership of the particular industry. First, we will see about the private sector industries. They are owned and operated by the individual. As the name indicates, the private sector industry. Private sector industries means they are owned privately by the individual or the group of individual. And the public sector industries, next second is public sector industries. They are owned and operated by the government. So this public sector industries, they are owned and they are governed by the government only. An example is given: Hindustan Aeronautics Limited and Steel Authority of India Limited. This is the example of public sector industry which is owned and operated, is governed, is taken care by the government. And that is why it is called as public sector. It is for all. And private sector, it is owned by the group of individual or a particular individual, as it the name indicates, private. Privately means for particular, it belongs, that particular industry belongs to particular individual only, or the group of individual who had started that industry. Then comes joint sector. Now, in this joint sector industry, they are owned and operated by the state and individual or a group of individual. Now, this joint sector can be operated by the state and the individuals, or the group of individual, means with the joint cooperative with the state as well as with the individuals. An example is given: Maruti Udyog Limited is an example of joint sector. Then the next category of industries under ownership is cooperative sector. Now these industries are owned and operated by the producers or supplies of the raw material. That means cooperative industries are those industries in which the producer or the supply itself is involved in making up of that industry. That example is given: Anand Milk Union Limited and Sudha Dairy are the success stories of cooperative ventures. That means a particular cooperative sector in that the producer or the supply of the raw material, both workers or the workers or both, they work together for the upliftment of the that particular industry, and they are only responsible for the work in that particular industry. The next topic, that is factors affecting location of industries. Now, till now, we have clearly understood about the classification of industries, that industries can be classified on raw materials further classified into agro-based, mineral-based, marine-based, and forest-based. Then industries based on the size, then, according to size, also, again, the subdivision is there: small scale industries and large scale industries. Small scale industries use less amount of money, less amount of capital, less amount of technology, and their production is also very less. And whereas in the large scale industries, large technologies, a huge amount of capital, money is needed to implant this that particular industry, and more production is made for the profit earning. Next, we have seen about the ownership, that is private sector. Private sector is operated by the particular individual or the group of individuals. Then public sector industry, owned by and operated only by the government. And then the third category, joint sector, in which state as well as individual both are involved in the joint sector industries. Then next, we have understood about the cooperative sector, in which that is owned and operated, taken care by the producer, suppliers of the raw material, or the workers, or both the producers, suppliers, or and the workers. So all are involved in that particular uh, industry. An example is the Anand Milk Union Limited, cooperative we say, and the Sudha Dairy Cooperative we can say. Then factors affecting the location of the industry. What all uh, factors are responsible for locating a particular industries? If a person want to implant a particular industry in a area, what all things he or she should keep in mind, that uh, his industry can prosper in that particular area. So the factors affecting the location of industries are: first is availability of raw material, land; third, water; fourth, labor; fifth, power; sixth, capital; seventh, transport and market. So these are the important availabilities of the things if you want to put an industry on a particular uh, area, particular location. Then these factors, that means availability of raw material from which that industry will get the raw material. That particular place of raw material should be nearby only, so that easy availability of raw material is there for the industry. Then land should be there, proper land availability of land should be there, on which that industry can be put up. Then water supply should be there, proper water supply should be there in that industry, because the water will can be needed in that particular industry also. Then labor force, lot of people, means habitation of people should also be there, the residence of people will also be there, should also be there, so that the labor is easily available to work in that industry. Then power supply, capital means investment of money should be there, transportation and market facilities should also be there nearby only, so that the final products could be easily transported from the place of the production to the marketplace easily through the transportation. So all these things affects very much for the location of a particular industry. And here you can see in the diagram also, figure 5.3, locational factors for the industry. That is, first and foremost, you have read about raw material. Nearby only raw material should be there, either it can be agro based, mineral based, marine based, uh, or forest based. whichever industry is put up, and whatever type of raw material, it should be available nearby, near the industry only. Then labor force should also be easily available. Investment of money can should be there. Then marketplace should be easily available. Then transportation, land and power should also be there. Now, industries are situated where some or all of these factors are easily available. If not all, but at least few uh, things are available, few factors are available for the putting up of an industry in that particular area. Sometimes the government provide incentives like subsidized power, lower transport costs and other infrastructure so that industries may be located in the backward area. Now, to locate the industry in the backward area, in the remote area where less labor force is there, the particular area is not so much developed, in that case the government also provides incentives. Incentives means uh, a few benefits like subsidized power, uh, means electricity power in the less money, and then a lower transport cost or any infrastructure. These benefits are given to those industries which are put in the backward areas, where means less development is there. Then industrialization often leads to the development and growth of towns and cities. So what does industrialization leads to? Industrialization, if more and more industries are set up, then it definitely growth of cities and towns will be there. That is why more and more industries are needed for the growth of particular city and town. Industrial system. Now, an industrial system consists of, now what does the industrial system consist of? It consists of input, process and output. That means whatever things you are putting up to make a particular industry, what all processes, whatever things you are stages it has been to be passed, and then whatever output you are getting, the final product, all this system consists of industrial system. That means the input are the raw material. What does the word input here refer to? Input means the raw material, labor, and cost of land, transport, power, and other infrastructure. This will all come in the input. Whatever you are putting up in the industrial system to set up that particular industry, that is the raw material, whatever raw material you are using for that particular industry, the labor force, the particular cost you have paid for that particular buying of that land, then transportation system, power, and whatever anything in you have done for the infrastructure to make that industry more powerful or more uh, uh, attractive. So all these whatever things you have put in the industry for the benefit purpose, it is concerned as input. Then the process include, now what does the word process include? Process include the wide range of activities that to convert the raw material into the finished products. Now the particular raw material has to pass number of stages to get into the final product or the finished product, and that stages from which the raw material passes to reach to the final product, that is concerned with the process activities. Then the output. What does the word output means? Output is the end product and the income earned from it. That means the final product which we have got from the processing, and whatever income, whatever profit we have earned, that is called as an output. So this all input, process and output, all this together concerned with the industrial system. Now in case of textile industry, the input may be cotton. Now the example is given that in textile industry, if textile industry is there, the input will be, that is whatever you are putting in it, it is cotton. human labor, factory and transport and cost. So this is the input for the textile industry. For textile industries, you will definitely need cotton, and for the working, you will need human labor, even a factory and a transport cost is needed. Then for the processing for making up of the final product, the stages are ginning, spinning, weaving, dyeing, and printing. So this is the process. These are the stages from which the raw product in a textile industry will pass. That is, the process is ginning. Then first the thread is taken out, then it is spinned, then it is weaved, then dyeing of that cloth is there, then printing of that cloth is there, and the output will be the shirt you wear. This will be the output final product. So this is the example we have get read about the textile industry. I hope now industrial system is clear to you. Now industrial region. Now, industrial region emerge when a number of industries locate close to each other and share the benefits of their closeness. Now, what does industrial region refer to? It refers to the number of industries which are located close to each other and they share the benefits of their closeness. That means they are very close to each other, and whatever benefit is there for one industry, definitely another industry also gets the benefit of that. The major industrial regions of the world are, now which are the major industrial regions of the world? They are North America, Western and Central Europe, Eastern Europe, and Central Asia. They are the major industrial regions of the world. Now, major industrial regions tend to be located in temperate areas near seaports and especially near coal fields. Now, these industrial regions are located in the temperate areas where the uh, climate is neither too hot nor too cold, and they are especially near the seaports so that the final products can be taken from one country to another through these seaports, and especially they are near the coal fields also, if at all they need this as a raw material. Then India has several industrial regions. Now, where does India have the industrial region? India has the industrial region like Mumbai, Pune cluster, Bangalore, Tamil Nadu region, Hooghly region, Ahmedabad, Baroda region, Chota Nagpur Industrial Belt, Vishakhapatnam Guntur Belt, Gurgaon Delhi Meerut region, and Kollam Thiruvananthapuram Industrial Cluster. So these are the several industrial regions for India for the industry purpose, where many industries are located, many industries, many factories are there, which are located in different states of India. Now, coming to this paragraph, industrial disaster. Now, what is this industrial disaster? In industries, accidents or disaster mainly occur due to the technical failure or irresponsible handling of hazardous material. So, mostly these industrial disasters are there in a particular industry. If the industry is having any industrial disaster, it is just because of the technical failure or due to the irresponsible handling of the particular material, carelessness of the people. Then one of the worst industrial disaster of all time occurred in Bhopal on 3rd December. Now, this is the incident given about the industrial disaster which had occurred in Bhopal on 3rd of December 1984 around 30 a.m. Dot 30 means at midnight. It was a technological accident in which highly poisonous methyl isocyanate, that is called in short MIC gas, along with hydrogen cyanide and other reaction products leaked out of the pesticide factory of Union Carbide. Now this tragedy This industrial disaster in Bhopal took place just because of the leakage of highly poisonous gas that is methyl, which is highly poisonous gas, methyl isocyanide. In short, it is called as MIC, and along with it, hydrogen cyanide also was leaked in the factory of Union Carbide, and this was leaked out of the pesticide factory in Union Carbide. So the factory was of Union Carbide. You can underline this. The official death toll over 3,598 in 1989. 1989, at that very moment, 3,598 people died in this industrial disaster of Bhopal, and thousands who survived still suffer from one of many ailments like blindness, impairedness, immune system, gastrointestinal disorders, etc. So many deaths were there due to this industrial disaster, that due to this leakage of the poisonous gas in Bhopal. But those who survived also are suffering, still suffering from the blindness, impaired immune system, or gastrointestinal disorders. Many disorders have been they in the people who have survived in this Bhopal tragedy. Now, in another incident, now this was all about Bhopal gas tragedy. Then, in another incident on 23rd December, due to the gas well blowout in Gyeokkwa, Kongjing, China, 243 people died, 9,000 were injured, and 64,000 were evacuated. Evacuated means asked to move out from that particular place. Now, many people died because they were unable to run after the explosion. When the explosion was there, many people died. So many people died, that is 243, because they were not able to run or to evacuate, to move or leave that place and go to somewhere else. Those who could not escape in time suffered burns on their eyes, skin, and lungs from the gas. So, this is the suffering of the people which had suffered a lot due to another incident, which due to the gas well blowout, because of the gas well blowout. And this gas well blowout in Gyeokkyo, Chongqing, China, means it was a place in China. Now, this is a picture which is showing rescuing operation, means the people are helping the uh, those people who were affected by this gas gas well blowout. Now, risk reduction measures. Now, what are the measures you should take care of to lower the risk of getting damage? More and more damage should be, that means less damage should be made by these leakage in the industries, by these carelessness of the industries. How we can cope up with the incidents and all. So, densely populated residential areas should be separated far away from the industrial areas. First and foremost thing to keep in mind that industries should be set up far away from the residential areas, from the areas where people are living, so that if any type of tragedy occurs in these industries, many people are not affected by these tragedies. So, this will definitely reduce the risk for the life of the people. Second, people staying in the vicinity of industry should be aware of the storage of toxins or hazardous substances and their possible effects in case of an accident occurs. So, if in case any accident occurs, people who are living in the industry, in the industrial area, they should be aware about the storage of the toxin or any substances which is more dangerous for the life of the people. So they should be aware about that, and uh, the storage should be made in the proper way to lower the risk of the death toll of the people. Then third is fire warning and fighting system should be improved. So fire warning alarm should be there. If any at all the tragedy occurs in the industry, the fire alarm warning should be there, or the fighting system, fighting measure should be such that as soon as the tragedy occurs, should be uh, suppressed at all, by all means, as quick as possible. Storage capacity of toxic substance should be limited. So the limited quantity of these toxic substance which can be harmful for the public, for the peoples, they should be kept in the industries in less quantity, so that less, if any tragedy occurs, less problems are created due to that particular tragedy. Then next is pollution dispersion qualities in the industry should be improved. So pollution dispersion, whatever pollution caused by these industries, it should be taken care that it should be less and less. The industry should make less pollution, or the quality of the industry should be improved. So I hope this industrial disaster is clear now about the Bhopal gas tragedy and about the gas well blowout in China, and how you should reduce, how you can reduce the risk, the danger of these tragedy. Then next, coming to distribution of the major industries. Now, how these major industries are distributed. The world major industries are the iron and steel industry, the textile industry, and the information technology industry. So, which are the major industries? They are the iron and steel industry, the textile industry, and the information technology industries. The iron and steel and textile industry are the older industries, while information technology is emerging industries. Means iron and steel and textile industry both are very old industries. That means they are prevailing in the country since very past times, since long time. But information technology is an emerging industry, is a recent industry. The countries in which iron and steel industry is located are Germany. Now, which are the countries where iron and steel industries are located? They are Germany, USA, China, Japan, and Russia. And then textile industry is concentrated in India, Hong Kong, South Korea, Japan, and Taiwan. In these areas, textile industries are located. The major hubs of information technology industry are the Silicon Valley of Central California and Bangalore region in India. So, which are the major hubs? Main centers. Major hubs means main centers of information technology industry. They are Silicon Valley of Central California and Bangalore region of India. They are the main centers of information technology industry. Now, do you know emerging industries are also known as, what are known as sunrise industries? So, emerging industries are also called as sunrise industries. You can underline this. These include information technology, wellness, hospitality, and knowledge. So, these are called as sunrise industries. Now today I end up here only. In our next class, whenever there is video uploading or the live class, we will continue this lesson from this new topic, that is iron and steel industry. Till then, read the lesson till where we have completed, and if any doubt, you can ask me. Okay? Thank you.